Hey, how y'all doing? This is Hobby Robbie again with another Sonic the Hedgehog 20th Anniversary figurine review. Action figure review. And this time I am doing the original Sonic, the one that started them all, 1991 Sonic the Hedgehog. This is Sonic Through Time, but this Sonic was the only one that came with the figure. Now, one drawback as far as the packaging goes with this Sonic is that they didn't have something spiffy like they feature with the Sonic or the Tails or the Dr. Robotnik other figures, because maybe because they featured Sonic alone, all they had, it was just kind of a yellow background. It wasn't a zone or anything is what I'm trying to say. So I mean, so far that's the only package that I've recycled or thrown away, just because I don't really see any point in keeping it. But I mean, since these things are removable, you can keep them, and you know, if you want to put them in a glass case and do something spiffy with it. Anyway, as far as the figure goes, this is a very nice figure, and you know, 3 inches and 5 inches might not seem like much, but it definitely makes a difference in the level of detail you can get. I mean, he looks huge compared to that guy. Of course, that might be forced perspective or something. Anyway, he's nice, and I like that I believe I got the darker blue 5-inch Sonic. Supposedly they came out with another release. It's on like some sort of Sonic wiki, I think, that they released the 5-inch Sonic, classic Sonic twice. One with a darker blue color and one with a lighter blue color. It looks like this dude has what maybe the lighter color Sonic would look like. It's kind of hard to see through the plastic, so I guess I'll just show you once I do that review. But as far as this Sonic goes, I mean, he's got articulation all over the place. You can rotate his head, of course. Rotate him at the waist. I haven't really done it yet, so he might be kind of stuck. Maybe you can't rotate him at the waist. I think you'd be able to. Anyway, I don't really want to try because I don't really like how they look when they're, you know, their little stomachs aren't completely aligned and everything. But anyway, you can probably do that. You can try it at home, I guess. I'm being lazy. He does have articulation in the elbows, which is pretty cool, because that's something, you know, the first figure I had was a Tails one, and he couldn't do that. Granted, he was smaller. So it's a nice touch for this Sonic to have. You can rotate his fists. They're both clenching. I mean, this being Sonic, you'll probably have him posed running or kind of like looking tough. So that makes sense. He's got that kind of like smirk that he always does. You might not be able to tell here because of the brightness, but he's got that kind of classic Sonic smirk where he's like, you know, one cool dude with a toot, or however they marketed him back in the day. Yeah, his arms, like I said, he's got elbows and rotation. He's also got the hinge joint. Again, since his head is so big, you can't do a whole lot with it, but as you can see, they can raise up pretty far. So they're pretty nice. As far as the lower body goes, again, flex his legs all the way out. Now again, when you pull them forward, I had this issue with Tails on his left leg. Sonic's right leg, it kind of bends some of the material. I don't think you can see it from there, but some of the material will kind of bunch up near the top. Now, I guess if you bend these enough, it'll kind of wear on the toy. But, I mean, you can see a little material chipping there. It's right above my fingernail. But I mean, these are solidly built enough to where you probably wouldn't have any long-term issues with that. Anyway, yeah. His leg completely rotates all the way around. Exorcist style. He doesn't have knees. I think some people have complained about knees not bending on Sonic, which makes sense, because you want him to be in a cool runner's pose. But with anything, you know, this size, I'd say asking for bendable knees is a little excessive. Plus, you're adding to the fragility of the object. So, having legs that can go a full 360 and then also bend forward and backwards is nice. And then you can move his shoes around as well. And these shoes are pretty cool. They've got, the old school yellow buckle on them. Each of these does have I don't know whether it's a serial number or what on them. It's a little annoying, but I mean, chances are you won't be looking on the inside of the shoe as much. I guess Tails doesn't have it. Maybe it's just Sonic. But other than that, it's cool. Let me try one more time to get this hip rotated. Oh, there we go. Yep, his hip definitely rotates. Just had to kind of, give it that initial push. But yeah. He stands pretty well on his own. One gripe I have read from other reviewers of this toy is that the heads on these Jazwares products are pretty heavy. So Sonic does have a little trouble standing up. I kind of alleviate this by, if I have him posed running, then his head's kind of going to be down anyway to see the road and, what's in front of him. So that's kind of one way to offset all this weight probably being, in his head area and also in his spikes. But yeah, overall this is a great figure as well. And, granted, I just started getting these figures, and I'm excited about this 3-inch one, but something tells me this is going to be my Sonic figure of choice. Just because, one, it's got that classic dark blue color, it's got, the detail is superb, from the eyes, they even got, it's funny, I did not even realize Sonic had a tail, until I started looking at these reviews online. So, learn something new every day, I suppose. So, anyway, this one I would definitely give a 10 out of 10. For the sculpt, the detail, the articulation. Yeah, I really can't think of any complaints I have with this guy. I mean, if you want to nitpick, it would have been cool to have him have a zone in front of him, or behind him. But, I mean, I can understand why they didn't have one. It's not like he had a Badnik from a specific zone to go with. And since, I don't know if you all saw my Tails video earlier, but since I got this little dude from Sonic Adventure, I think it is, that's essentially my pair, my Badnik and Hero pair, if you want to call it that, with this. Granted, he looks tiny compared to this Sonic. You could just swat him out of the way. But anyway, yeah. So 5-inch classic Sonic, darker color, correct me if I'm wrong, definitely a solid 10 out of 10. I mean, I guess that might be one drawback. Compared to the Robotnik, Robotnik doesn't look as menacing since Sonic's about the same size. But, other than that, like I said, that's nitpicking. Yeah, a definite 10 out of 10. Okay, I guess up next is Sonic and Motobug, so I guess until next time, this is Hobby Robbie with another Sonic review. Thanks.